Welcome to CrankPunk Rides, and in this video we are off to Fukushima in Japan.
Hi, my name is Yutaka Sugimoto. I'm from Ehime Prefecture. So my friend told me Fukushima is a cycling paradise. So yeah, I came here and wow.
Yutaka, my cycling buddy, told me that this race would be a special event to kind of honor the resolve of the people in Fukushima, but also a chance to ride on some incredible roads.
Of course, all of you know this region from the terrible tsunami that hit in March 2011, but Fukushima is home to so much more, such as the beautiful Inawashiro Lake, the gorgeous Tsuruga Castle, as well as delicacies such as the delicious kozuyu stew and the light and refreshing negi soba. But I was heading over there to primarily take part in the Trophee de Fukushima Noveau, a 211-kilometer race, Japan's longest, and with over 3,000 meters of climbing, it promised to be a tough one. So I headed to the airport in Taipei with bike packed and legs freshly shorn for the 3-hour flight to Tokyo. And when I arrived, I was met by ex-pro turned photographer Suga Yosuke. I didn't quite recognize Suga-san at first, but after a few minutes, he mentioned that we'd raced together back when I lived in Japan and was racing in the Pro Elite class between 2007 and 2009. We chatted about the old days on the 4-hour drive north to Fukushima, and then we got the bikes fixed up, and then we went out for a little ride to enjoy the evening sunlight. The next morning, we headed to J Village, a huge sports complex with 11 football fields and a hotel as well, and headed into the impressive indoor stadium where there were booths hosting the event sponsors and the local tourism boards. Several cyclists were gathered inside with their bikes, laid out in preparation for the start of the social ride, which was to take place just after the opening ceremony. It was at this time, however, just before the speeches began, that Suga-san approached me to say that due to damage on the event route caused by a typhoon recently, both this day's ride and the race tomorrow would also be cancelled. Not to be put off, the next morning we met up with a bunch of guys who were also to have taken part in the race to head out for a ride together.
Real gold or?
Thank you, Manny. Thank you for the ride, guys.
Alright.
So we're on our way to a memorial hall that is basically a school that's been left exactly the way it was after the tsunami. So it should be humbling and interesting.
This is Ukedo Elementary School. Run by the town of Namie, the school was the first memorial in the prefecture that preserved buildings in their damaged state. The 2-story school is 5 kilometers north of the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. Walking around the school's first floor, which has classrooms that have not been repaired at all, was shocking and humbling at the same time.
The school got rebuilt.
Oh, okay, Namie town, Namie town.
Then we headed off to this farmer's market in Namie to grab some refreshments and some food and to check out some of the local delicacies, which I have to say, all were absolutely delicious.
You got some good stuff?
I then asked a couple of guys exactly why they had decided to come up to Fukushima.
Hi, my name is Yutaka Sugimoto. I'm from Ehime Prefecture. So my friend told me Fukushima is a cycling paradise. So yeah, came here. Wow, just food is nice, people nice, and just I really enjoyed the riding here yesterday and today.
Why should people come to Fukushima?
Well, the first is fruits and the food and so good. And after the ride, before the ride, enjoy the food and culture.
It's Charlie Smith here, and I came up on the train, the Shinkansen from Tokyo, just for this race. Yutaka, my cycling buddy, told me that this race would be a special event to kind of honor the resolve of the people in Fukushima, but also a chance to ride on some incredible roads and experience the people and culture of Fukushima.
And for anyone who's thinking to come, what do you say?
Well, anyone who's thinking to come, just come to Tokyo, grab the train, and you're here. It's really easy to get here, and you know, next year if they have it, it would be great if we could get a bunch of people up here. And the course looks awesome. We rode a portion of it today, and it was amazing roads. So can't wait for next year.
行きます。
Everybody say
Fukushima.
福島。一番。
Fukushima! Fukushima!
Fukushima.
万歳。
Fukushima, everybody! Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So if you are in the area, do come and check out this amazing prefecture with its beauty and its nature, and great places like this Urabandai Kogen Hotel, which the views look amazing out the rooms. Then you have the Ukonomatsu Sake Brewery, which, if you like sake like I do, is a must place to go. There's also Ochijuku, a traditional old town. And for the cyclists out there, check out the Bandai Azuma Skyline. I didn't get to it, but it does look incredible. On this, our last day, we had one more jump in the car and we headed up to the village of Kawauchi in South Fukushima to cycle through the rice fields and to stop at the old and very beautiful house of Kusano Shinpei, a famous poet. I will just leave you with these beautiful, peaceful images. If ever I think there was a house to write poetry in, that's got to be it. Absolutely beautiful. Suga-san got a few more shots of me, and then that was the end of my trip. Now, we have to talk about the people who lived through the Great Earthquake. It would be impossible to talk about this trip because any story of this place has to include those people and their sheer force of will that embodies them and allowed them to carry on. I was moved by the endeavor and the spirit of the people in this area, and this is what draws me so much to this place. It's not just the natural beauty, nor the delicious food. It's the people. So, thank you, Fukushima, for a wonderful trip.